All right, y'all. I'm out at the Canadian River right now, north of Amarillo. Just got done riding my motorcycle. I was a little bit stupid. I just bought it. It's an 06 CR250. Full four circuit exhaust and everything. But, the two-stroke can mix gas. And I kind of forgot to mix gas before I left. So, no, I didn't put regular fuel in it, so it's not that bad. But what I did do wrong was not mix gas. So I didn't make any gas. I came down here assuming off of my ear check whenever I shake the bike that I'd put gas, or that there's plenty of gas in it, whenever it's not true. So I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but there's a hill way up there where that semi's pass. So I was all the way past that hill about a quarter mile, and that's probably, I don't know, half to 3/4 of a mile up there. And on the other side of that hill, of course, is a pretty decent downhill. And my motorcycle died over there, and I was just like, I wonder what happened. So, I started looking it over. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with this thing? I just bought it last week, so I'm a little bit nervous. And then I take the gas cap off just out of curiosity, shake the bike a little bit, and I was like, I don't have any gas. So I got to push my motorcycle all the way from up there because I wasn't riding with anyone. And my truck, I was like, screw it, there's no point in walking back, driving my truck up there, risking breaking my truck, which I kind of doubt it would break just from driving back there. But, I was like, screw it, it's not worth it. I'll just push the bike back. It's two-stroke, it's light. So, pushed it all the way back here. Here I am. I made it. I lived. So I figured while I'm out here, even though it's kind of noisy, I know, I'm sorry about the road noise from 287, but I figured I'd do a little update about it on my truck. So in the last video, I think I talked about my straight pipe, which all I did was I went to a exhaust shop and just asked them to cut out my cat and my muffler. You can see the new pipe right there. You can see where it's a different color. You can see it all the way up to there. So yeah, I got my straight pipe. I put on the 2016 to 2011 mirrors. Their power, the blinkers, and everything works. It's amber light, but it's smoked lens. It has this part's power, this part of course is not, but that's about what I've done, honestly. But not too long ago, actually, it was like maybe, I don't know, a month ago, I was just driving to school one day, and I shut off and what have you. Sorry, I was checking my phone. And I got to school, and for whatever reason I thought, I need to turn my truck back on, so I tried starting it, and it wouldn't warm start. It cold started perfect, but it would not warm start. So my first thought was, let it sit, maybe try the oil pressure trick, hitting the pedal 10 times and cycling the key. And I tried starting it, it sounded a little bit lean, I guess. So I just, even though they're not supposed to, I know, I just kind of touched the throttle, just give it a little bit of fuel, and it kind of had a hard time it kind of started up, and I was like, well, crap. So I was like, my truck's planning to start later when I try to leave school. So I left it off, and I started walking to school, and I went through my day. And about 2.5 hours later, I went out to my truck to go to lunch, and it started right up, no problem. So I was like, that's odd. So like maybe it was just a one-time thing, you know? So I went to lunch, came back, went, you know, finished out the day, went to work. After I got off work, I went and hung out with my friends. So when I was hanging out with my friends, I shut off my truck when I was talking to my friends because, you know, it's pretty loud, so it's kind of hard to talk over it. So I shut it off, and at this point, you know, it's up to regular operating temperature, and I tried starting it, and it would not start. So I was like, huh, that's kind of odd because it wouldn't warm start earlier. So I was like, well, I guess I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. So I hung out with my friends till, you know, I probably started hanging out with them at like 7, and I came back to my truck about, I don't know, 9:30 or so, because it was a school night. It was like a Wednesday or something. So after that, I went back to my truck, and it fired right up. So what was happening is for some reason, something to do with it's the IPR valve, I believe. It was the little O-ring on it had gone out, which was telling, I don't know exactly how it works, but it was telling it not to start whenever it's warm for some reason. So I went to the local diesel performance shop. They're really more so based off Fords, like the Power Strokes, and that was Jeff Durbin Automotive. They're a great shop. I really recommend them. They don't do any like the more performance-y side, I don't think. I think they're more so like farm guys, I guess. You know, they fix the truck and it gets out the door. They don't do the big turbo mods and all that stuff. And so I was good at that, you know. I took it in there, they fixed it. I'd had something else fixed on it before through them, and they fixed it in and out in, I think, less than a day. And I was really pleased. So when I was walking out, the guy kind of told me, oh, you know, your truck's like really fast. I've never driven a 6.0 that's that fast. And I was like, that's interesting. And he was like, what kind of tune do you have that thing? And I was like, I haven't put a tune on it. And he was like, well, it's tuned. And I was like, huh. You know, at this point, I don't know what's been done to this truck. I was just kind of sitting there and I was like, you know, that means it could have head studs, it could have tune. I mean, my mind was just kind of boggled right then. Just like, would you happen to know if it might just have head? I don't know how much of that was just missed, but moral of the story, the truck has at least head studs and a pretty high performance tune, which I really need to get a full-blown programmer because it's stuck in the not extreme performance, but it's up there. You know, if it's in a 5-stage tune, it's probably in 3 or 4, probably more like 4. So I need to get a tuner so I can put it back into like a 1 for just driving around, because I get like 15 miles to the gallon, but I'd rather get, 20, of course, or 22 with all my stuff done. Oh yeah, and I put a light bar on it too. I forgot about that. I just put a little Walmart, I think it's a 22-inch, just right here. It's like $79, and it works great. Like, you'd be so surprised at how well it works. And I'm sorry, there are mosquitoes all over the place, and I have got to get in my truck. But yeah, that's pretty much it with my truck for right now. Of course, like, subscribe, share, and if you all want to go riding dirt bikes sometime, or meet me, or hang out with me in my truck, and I don't know you, or if I do know you, whatever, I don't really care. Just add me on Snapchat, which is at Cole Murphy Bam, ColeMurphyBam. I know it's kind of stupid. I made it when I was in like 7th grade. Follow me on Instagram at, I think it's Cole M. Murphy, ColeMMurphy. That's about it. I'll do a better review and startup and writing of my CR. I just don't have enough time on it right now. to give you an honest opinion. And I really don't know, like, you know, what the bike's flaws are, so I'd rather develop a better opinion before I say, oh, this is a great bike, or oh, I love it, or whatever. So I'll give you all a good opinion at some point, but today's not the day. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and share.